Neuron activation. Pokemon Gen 3 music. I'm gonna tell you, like, hearing those horns, it makes me feel some type of way. I, like, ascend. There are, like, 2 Pokemon themes that I feel like I'm obsessed with. It's gotta be, like, all of Gen 3, but I gotta shout out to Gen 4 really quick. Let me find out what it's called again. It's, like, Pokemon... Is it the Island theme? Island? No. It was the Lake theme, the Lake Trio theme. Dude, I would, like, play this. Oh, wait, you gotta hear the intro piano. Dude, I would, like, play this in a dark room and just dissociate. And it's not a bad dissociate, it's a good dissociate. Also, hi Sliver, hi Lucy, hi Panties, how are y'all doing? Dude, I don't know why, but like a wave of tiredness kind of hit me the moment like I opened stream, but it goes back to the idea, not the idea, but the fact that I got employed, right? I can't just stay on the internet and like, you know, I have to wake up in the morning and work. Thankfully tomorrow I have like an evening schedule, so like I don't mind, right? Staying up a little bit later, but on Thursday, after my first, after my first day, I was like super dead tired that I was like, okay, I hit midnight, I hit the 3-hour mark, I'm heading to bed. But I feel tired. I haven't felt like this in a long time. I can't be the NEET that I always was and always am. I have to somehow find the, you know, necessary money to fund my gacha addiction. Alright, let me mute this. Let me open up Final Fantasy X. But how is everyone? I hope you guys are doing alright. Love Gen 4. I think my favorite generation is... Okay, Gen 3 is the type of generation that's like, I grew up with it. I am like so biased when it comes to Gen 3. Gen 4 was the generation after, right? It was good. I think I had more memories playing Heart Gold Soul Silver than I do have memories playing like Pokemon Pearl. But I do remember like standouts of my Pokemon Pearl team. I remember 3 Pokemon that I feel like are kind of garbage in retrospect, but like child me really wanted to use them. It was Chatot, Perugly. I had one more. I think I used... Everybody used Luxray. I used Torterra. I think I used... Gastrodon. Gastrodon, Torterra, Chatot, Perugly. Something like that. I had a very weird team, but I remember my Heart Gold Soul Silver team, like, as a child, was... It was... I think it was pretty goated. I think I made sure to get Caesar. Like, I got Caesar, I traded with my brother, or, like, who had a DS, so I just traded with myself, using my brother's DS, to get my own traded Pokemon. I think he used Gengar, Typhlosion, Slowbro, Crobat. It was kind of like a kind of intense team. And then Gen 5, that was just the big generation. Has so many heavy hitters. I agree, but I don't know. Something about playing Gen 5 right after, I think it comes with age, you know? Like, I was old enough when Gen 5 came out to, like, understand what is a good story, or what is a story that feels compelling. So when I got into, like, Gen 5 Pokemon Black and White, I was like, damn, this end character seems pretty cool. Look at all the gym leaders are actually doing something in the story, you know? Hi Zanji, how are you? Also, I did some grinding off stream with the help of my little... Ignore this button. You finish your CM team? Dude, I for the life of me, I'm not getting long S to drop, right? I know I have 5 Barrows, but every single run of Track Blazer takes forever. So I'm like, should I keep on going? Dude, this is so long, I don't know. So I have 2 good Umas, both are like SS, but they are not long S. Look at you! Long S, triple frontrunner, chariot strat? That's meta! Super meta! I grinded off stream, Rikku has more than Kamari. Well, I grinded Rikku. Kamari, you know, after like Kamari had all those wonderful moments, yeah, let's just say I ended up still not using him. But look at all these things I got for Rikku, right? But unfortunately, I realize she doesn't get another ability until like over here, which is luck. So I'm like, ugh, gah. Yeah, dude, honestly though, for the CM, I am just content with reaching finals. I don't even think I'm gonna make 3 aces. I think I'm gonna make 2 aces and a debuffer. Specifically for frontrunners. But yeah, dude, Kita-san is a trap. I've been saying, I've seen Kita-san just get mogged by literally everybody because Kita-san is so hard to get good mid-race. Okay, but Zanji, hear me out, Rikku is now usable, right? When we first got Rikku, she had like 300 HP, right? If an enemy dares to look at her a single time, she just explodes. But now, she lives! We choose life! She would never ult. Yeah, just beat her in the mid-race. I feel like the mid-race is so important for frontrunners. Like, she might have like a boosted victory cheer, but at the end of the day, it's all about whoever takes lead at the end. Who the fuck is that guy? Where did he go? I'm actually never... We ended the stream last time with Guado, Seymour Guado. It's this motherfucker. What are you doing here?
I tell you, these Guado merchants are shrewd.
Is that...
Ripping off the pilgrims that come to visit the far plane. Listen, you watch that they don't get you too. Me you can trust. More than a Guado at least. What do you say?
Chat, is this racist? Anyway. Oh, look at all those items. Fatal Kate Sif? 12.8k? Yeah, I'm buying. That is all my money. I'm gonna be poor. When he called me broke, it's gonna be accurate. No, because it's the Guado. Dude, the last time we interacted with Guado, you know what he said? He says he wants to smash. He wants to marry Yuna right in front of me. Yeah, I feel like with Kita, you need everything to go correctly to like really take advantage of her. Lee Bourbon Smaru, they're just too secure. They're just too... They're too built, you know? And it's because he does want to smash. Something about like, oh, you have to replicate what the previous person did. You know, the previous person who defeated Sin. Lady Yunaleska, I think her name is. You know what's very terrifying? Chat. So, in the shop, do you see this? Do you see what I'm looking at? I'm looking... Well, first let me buy this for Rikku. Do you see what I'm looking at? I see a bunch of items that says Lightning Ward. Something tells me that something bad is about to happen. All I'm saying is, not gonna need all that. Well, it's terrifying. What if I do need all of that? All right, I'll buy one for Titus. I'll buy one for Yuna. Ooh, no. Just in case. Just in case. Shimmering Blade for Auron. Water Strike. Strength. We have the money. Dude, all I need to do is just start grinding again off stream. Poison Touch and Sensor. I kind of like Sensor. I like having information about my enemy. So, like, now that I know how to, like, swap between items, right? Now, I won't be trolling myself. Oh, God, there's more here. Oh, wait, no! I see! So, Owaka, he just He's literally, what's the word? What's that thing when like you're trying to sell something, right? Some dude sells it for like $2 and you're like, I'm gonna sell my thing for $1. I forgot what it's called exactly. I do that all the time in Final Fantasy XIV. Yes, it pisses people off. Yes, I make even less money. Price cutting? Cutting? Something like that. Dude, I'm just getting it just in case. Hello. We Guado protect the fire plains. The dead can rest in peace. Although we Guado differ from humans in appearance, our respect for the dead is the same. Everyone is talking about Lady Yuna, how she's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. She fought alongside Lord Simo during Operation Mihen, right? Thou seemst wary, good traveler. Wouldst sit and rest thy feet a while? Ah, belike my speech perplexes thee. 'Tis old Guado I speak, a tongue seldom heard with an even Guado salam now. Good traveler, pray thee forgive us our antiquated prattling. The elders just won't give up the old tongue. I keep telling them how unseemly it is, babbling like that to guests. There's nothing wrong with it. You don't want to erase, you know, your language. But I'm just saying, Zanji, if a bunch of items, like, tell me, oh, here's a bunch of fire resist, here's a bunch of fire resist, right? My neurons are firing currently, and it's telling me, oh, dude, the guy that I'm gonna encounter, like, I don't know, maybe soon, is gonna spew lava at me, right? I feel like that's a fear understandable, right? Whenever you play those, like, you know, any type of, like, action game, and you approach a room with, like, a save spot and a bunch of healing items, right? It just indicates to you that, like, I feel like I'm a little bit in danger. I feel like something bad's gonna happen to me. They just want your money? See, you know what? I trust the Guado, right? You know Seymour Guado? He seems like a very trustworthy person who won't, you know, betray me. So therefore, I'm giving everyone a benefit of the doubt and my money. You find it difficult telling us Guado apart, don't you? I suppose you think we all look the same. Titus? As sole protectors of the far plane, the Guado are the supreme race of Spira. We are fundamentally different from the populous humans and the hulking Ronso. Yo! Hello, Ziona, how are you? Hello, Raiders. I just started streaming today. We're just picking up where we left off in Final Fantasy X. Hello! What were you playing? Let me shout you out right now. Oh, thank you, mods. Oh my god, thank you, mods. Thank you, mods. But how are you? How's your stream? What games are you playing? Hello? Hello, Nan. Hello, Ziona. But yeah, sorry if I sound a little tired. I fixed my sleeping schedule. No longer am I sleeping at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. every night because I have responsibilities. Fuck. So this is like a more relaxed Suwon stream. As relaxed it could get. Before like I encounter another temple puzzle and I'm having another Final Fantasy X induced aneurysm. Sorry. Oh, Street Fighter 6 games. Oh, made it to Diamond. Dude, how's the DLC with Street Fighter 6? Are you enjoying it so far? The only things that I'm familiar with is I shan't say Alex. So, you know, I'm not gonna elaborate. And Slay the Spire, I've never, okay, I own Slay the Spire 1. I know a lot of people, like a lot of my moots, really love Slay the Spire, right? So when Slay the Spire got like big news that like it got a sequel and like it released, I was like, yeah, I'm happy for you guys. And then I looked at my own Slay the Spire like count, right? I only have 12 minutes in the game. Is Slay the Spire 2 fun? I do like card games. I do like roguelikes. So a card game roguelike just feels like something I would enjoy. But I'm just too scared. We do not talk about Alex's activities outside the ring. See, we're just playing ranked matches. Fuck a campaign, you know. That's what matters to me. See, if you just play it for the campaign or for the ranked matches, you know, you won't have to learn about, you know, a certain person's sister, daughter, wife, sister, daughter, cousin, wife, adopted sister, daughter, cousin, wife, something like that. I read it online. Alex is a rough matchup. The last time, I feel like Street Fighter is a fighting game that I have not a lot of experience in, even though it's Street Fighter. Right? I feel like I saw, like, I barely played it, and when I did play it, I'm gonna tell you, the only thing I knew was holding down and back as Guile. And I'm gonna tell you, every Street Fighter I played, that was an effective strategy. What are you gonna do? Approach me? Are you gonna jump? Oh, what if I do a flash kick? Oh, you're gonna run at me? What if I throw a sonic boom? You don't know. What's in the box? Alex's lore is a Jerry Springer episode. It's, you know, it's like all those things people like try to like joke around about Leon, but like, they're like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it for Alex, but for real. The classic Guile conundrum. Yeah, I picked it up, right? Because my first ever fighting game was Under Night. So I remember exactly the scenario, right? It was like a long time ago, I think 2018. I wasn't really active in fighting games, right? And I found that, oh, what is this weird game that's now on like the Evo like stage, right? Instead of Smash Brothers, right? Instead of like Smash Brothers Melee, it was like, oh, it's Under Night In-Birth. What the fuck is an In-Birth, right? And so I picked up the game. I was like, oh, cool, look at all these interesting characters. And the character that I picked up myself was Batista, the little android girl, right? And who has like charge moves everywhere, right? And a bunch of negative edge combos, right? And, you know, execution-wise, she is quite literally like top 5 really hard, but I couldn't do any motion inputs at that time. So it was really easy for me to like grasp the idea of, okay, I'm gonna hold back. Okay, now I'm gonna press forward. That's a laser. That's a sonic boom. I'm gonna hold down. Now I press up. That's a flash kick. Easy peasy. As someone who came from, you know, playing non-high execution games like Super Smash Brothers 4 and Brawl. So yeah, that's why I'm a Guile player. Can't take it out of me. The worst part, they try to spin it as this like heartwarming thing, and it just, they Woody Allen'd my boy. They Woody Allen'd him, right? You can't just do that to him. I asked Sue when to play Street Fighter, and he told me, no, that's what Waka said, not me. See, why would I do that, Zanji? I love Rikku, therefore I can't be. But that's an old story. Now the Guado seek harmony with other races. Wait, speaking of racism, this guy was like, yeah, us Guado were the supreme race, but now we have to enjoy our time, share with these humans. Wait, that's a book! On the floor! See? I'm gonna learn more, Albed Zanji. Can I talk to you, sir? Hello? 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 I can. But yeah, I don't know. I do own Street Fighter 6, right? But I think the amount of hours I have in the game is also a very unfortunate amount. Just like how with Slay the Spire, I have like 12 minutes. I only have like 3 hours in Street Fighter. With most of my gaming time sort of like being allotted to like, I guess fighting game time being allotted to games like Guilty Gear and Under Night. I've been here before. Have I ever played Street Fighter on stream? I know I played Tekken on stream. 12 minutes! Holy crap! Remember, the fire plane is a sacrosanct. Proper conduct, please. Dude, when they got... I love Auto Fister, and I really loved how Gigi hates 12 minutes so much, she forced Cecilia to play it. I don't like this area.
Question about this far plane. When somebody dies, a summoner sends them to the far plane, right? So their souls, or whatever they are, they go to the far plane, right? But
thank you for the raids, Yana.
The far
Take
plane
care.
we're going to, right?
Thank you, by the way.
Yuna's old man's there too? Do dead people live there or something?
You thinking those funny thoughts again, yeah? You'll see once we get there.
Chad, are we going to hell? Not again.
Aren't you coming?
I do not belong there.
You're scared.
Searching the past to find the future. This is all that is there. I need it not. You'd better be going.
You're not really going to see the dead. More like your memories of them. People think of their relatives, and the fireflies react to them. They take on the form of the dead person. An illusion, nothing else. Well, have fun.
What? You're not going either, Rikku?
I keep my memories inside.
Huh?
Memories are nice, but that's all they are.
Aw, that's profound, Rikku. It's like, have you seen those stories of, like, people, like, getting a, like, language learning model to, like, scrub, like, a deceased family member or friend's, like, Facebook and Twitter account, right? So they could, you know, quote-unquote, keep contact with them, even though they're not, like, you know, them? And it's a robot pretending to be them? It's kind of like that. ChatGPT, pretend to be Grandpa.
See you later. See you later.
You're still here.
Okay. Grok. Pretend to be Grandma. But I don't know. I really like what Rikku said, right? Rather than dwelling, keep those memories on the inside. Let go. Chapu?
What the? The farplane was cool, but I couldn't stop thinking about Yuna. Her parents, they looked so happy together. But it got me worried that maybe seeing them would make Yuna really consider Seymour's proposal.
Yuna, no! No! Do not marry Seymour!
Yo, Chapu! Meant to come see you earlier, yeah? Sorry. I know you won't hold it against me. I gave up that game. I'm a guardian from here on, you know? This guy looks a lot like you. Showed up. Traveling with him, I thought maybe you were still alive somewhere, yeah? But then again, here you are on the far plane. Guess your place is here. So, how you been? Oh, that guy I just told you about? I gave him your sword. He likes it.
Huh? Whoa.
That's sweet. Hi, Lulu.
He is dead, and I am still alive. Coming here really makes that clear. I should focus more on what I have to do now.
What?
I'm not even sure what I'm saying.
Don't you mean that you should leave Chapu behind? I'm sure he was a great guy, but there'll be others.
That's a possibility.
How about Waka?
What, me? With Waka?
Yeah, you two get along great.
Getting along isn't enough. Not even close.
Oh, sorry. My mistake.
You'd do well to remember that.
Is it not
Knowing a bit about women
weird?
might come in handy someday.
Yeah, I'll remember.
I won't be forgetting either. Goodbye, Chapu. You always said I looked grumpy. But those were the happiest days of my life.
You know how Titus posited that, right? Am I weird to say like, yeah, you know, after the, you know, let's say her fiance died, going for the little brother feels a little, you know, kind of weird. You know, it is mutual too, so like, if Waka reciprocates that too, isn't that kind of weird? Like, you know, both of them understand that, like, you know, they're both really connected, the person that, you know, to Chapu, so, I don't know, I hope nothing bears any fruit from that. Smile.
So, Yuna?
I've decided.
Oh, really? That's good.
I remember when I was only 7 years old in Bavel that day. My father had defeated Sin, and the whole town was out in the streets. Everyone was laughing. They all seemed so happy. If I defeated Sin, that would make everyone happy, wouldn't it? I must do what everyone wants, not just what I want.
Let's go back. You gotta tell Seymour.
Before that, call Sir Jet. Give it a try.
Huh?
Don't worry. He won't come.
Trying not to think about my old man made me think about him, of course.
Chapu would high
See, I told you.
He isn't here because he's not dead. He's Sin.
That means he's alive, you know.
What if my old man really is Sin? What would I say to Yuna? Heck, to everybody in Spira. Wait, why should I have to apologize for him anyway? I'd rather never see him again.
What makes you hate him so?
He's a deadbeat!
Everything he does just makes me mad. It was his fault that me and my mother... Mom? It's her.
She's very pretty.
But... wait. No one ever performed the sending for her.
She must have accepted death while she was still alive.
Whoa there. That's my mother you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think I just figured something out.
What?
Why I hate my old man.
See, so I told him what I thought of him right there.
What? Really?
Course.
I suppose, but... Mommy! Just a sec, dear.
Whenever my old man was around, my mother wouldn't even look at me. Maybe that's when I started to resent him, even hate him. When he left us, Mom just lost her energy.
Oh, it's not just daddy issues. It's both.
Is she all right?
Why should you care?
If she dies, I wouldn't know what to do.
Don't say Mom is gonna die.
I apologize.
The old lady next door told me, when a lovebird dies, the one left behind, it just gives up living so it can join its mate. It was just like that. I hated my old man even more. But really, my old man...
Mommy! Just a sec, dear.
Go to him. He'll cry if you don't.
So maybe Jack does care,
Oh, man.
right?
I must sound so stupid.
I don't think so.
How embarrassing.
Well, need some more time.
No. I'm ready.
Did I miss something?
My goat would never be a loving parent. Okay, he didn't care for me or for Titus,
Thanks
right?
for waiting.
But
I'll go give my answer to Maester Seymour.
he kind of acknowledged that Titus needed help, you know? And that's what matters.
Driscoll. Oh, more Driscoll.
He does not belong here.
Why?
Yuna, send him.
Lord Driscoll.
He is Lord Driscoll no more. Send him now.
Am I gonna lose Aron, dude? Last stream, he was suspicious, right? When like Seymour like smelled his scent, his aura perhaps, right? He was like, you are not of here.
Talk later. We leave now.
Please, I don't want to lose Aron. He's my aura farmer.
What was that just now? That really Lord Driscoll?
I don't understand how a man like Lord Driscoll can die and not be sent.
I would think that he was sent once, but he stayed on Spira. Something, a powerful emotion, could have bound him to this world. Such
He's got
things
old
happen.
joints, bro. He's like
That's
30.
against the rules, isn't it?
It means he died an unclean death.
Yeah, when you hit 30, not even 30, when you hit 25, that's when your like body starts falling apart. It's true. I've seen it happen. Right? The moment you're able to start renting a car, you just kind of like disintegrate.
I will go. Meet with Maester Seymour.
Yuna, Driscoll is the Guado's problem, not yours.
What?
So, Lulu, what do you think about Yuna getting married?
As long as the pilgrimage continues, either way's fine.
That's it? What if she doesn't even like the guy? Is that okay?
People marry for many reasons.
What's that mean?
Sometimes marriage doesn't require love, you know? Defeat sin and bring joy to the people of Spira. Get married and bring joy to the people of Spira. For Yuna, they're just two ways down the same road. All you need is determination. If you have that, you don't need love.
No!
I don't know. I just don't get it.
Titus just wants a happy relationship. That's all he wants. I'm getting in.
For a while there, I was a little worried about what was gonna happen, yeah?
Stop the marriage.
We leave as soon as Yuna returns. I trust you'll be ready.
Oh, I could just leave? Just like that. What if I go into like a random encounter? Right? Because like Yuna is currently conversing with Seymour about like, you know, the fucking shotgun marriage Seymour proposed. Right? What if I put her in a random encounter right now? I'm gonna make her summon Ifrit. Come on. Come on, Yuna. She's right there!
You guys are toast.
She's here! She isn't talking to anybody! Alright, I'm going back in. If Yuna's there, but Yuna's here, then who was phone? Hi Stratos, how are you? How do I expedite the sequence? How long does she even have to talk to Seymour? But how are you, Stratos? Okay, what do you mean, okay, boomer? It's because I play PS2 games. Is that what you mean? Well, I'll have you know, Miriam is about to explode, so somebody's got to be playing all these PS2 games. Actually, Miriam is gonna explode. I have to download more PS2 games.
Listen, if Yuna gets married, then I...
Never claim early.
That again?
Yes. If she is to marry, I would want her to marry for love.
See?
But if Yuna said she wanted to marry the one she loves, I would have to object.
Huh? You're not making much sense.
I know.
What the fuck is she cooking?
We leave as soon as you...
For a while there.
See, I never claim Stratos until I either see someone I really like, know that I'm gonna be busy for the rest of the time, or there's like 10 minutes left.
Lulu?
I've talked enough about that.
What?
I'm sorry, just forget about it.
Jeez, grumpy.
You'll understand one of these days. I just don't want to give it words, not yet. I shouldn't have to say this, but don't fall in love with her.
Chat. What do I say? I really want to know what happens if I say you're more my type, Lulu. Does this decision have any implication to like what's gonna happen to me? If I just out of nowhere say sorry, but I'm more into goth girls. I'm gonna make a save state. Good ending unlock. I'm unironically making a save state as we speak.
Interesting. I suppose I could add you to my list. I wish you good luck, little boy. You're going to need it.
Oh. Okay, what does too late give me?
I see. But you must keep your feelings inside until the pilgrimage is over.
Okay, yes, I'll keep it inside. That's kind of a boring answer. All right, what about this one?
That's fine then.
That was weak as shit, dude. That's fine. I don't know, something about her saying... I'm gonna play that scene again. I just want to hear it one more time. You're more my type, Lulu.
Interesting. I suppose I could add you to my list. I wish you good luck, little boy. You're going to need it.
All right. All right. I feel like okay is boring, right? I'm gonna leave a "you're my type" Lulu, right? She's got an entirely separate situation, right, with her dead fiance's little brother. So I'm gonna let her sort out any complicated feelings that she has with that. But I like Rikku personally, right? I haven't fallen in love with Yuna. But okay, such a boring answer. I guess I'll keep it canon. We'll do too late.
I see. But you must keep your feelings inside until the pilgrimage is over.
Can I? Are you done yet? Yuna or Lulu?
I'm a little worried about Lord Jiskel. I wonder if Maester Seymour has heard.
I have not played Final Fantasy VII, but like I think your decisions impact like that one scene, right? Like on who you're like in the carriage with, if I remember, right? It's like if you do XYZ, you're with Tifa. The other options, right? You're with Aerith. The good options, right? You're with Barrett. You guys remember that scene? Again, I've not played it. I'm only somewhat familiar of that specific cutscene. But, you know, again, with the Twitter discourse, I've watched a playthrough, so therefore, I'm a fan of it.
We leave as soon as...
For a while there.
I think there was another one, too, where, like, I think you could even have, like, Yuffie be someone you could be with. Or be a person you could be with. What the fuck am I saying? You could be in the carriage with her. Is Lord Seymour really going to marry? To a human, no less. Since embracing Yvonne, we Guado have learned the joy that is Blitzball. Please refrain from speaking about Lord Jiskel. We must avoid unseemly rumors for the sake of Spira's harmony. Can I go back to the far plane? Can I talk to my AI mom? I can go back! Who the hello? Thanks to the summoner's sending, the fallen ones to the far plane, we were able to reunite with our son who was killed in battle. Words cannot express how grateful we are. Our son was killed in Operation Mihan. We begged him not to go, but... all I'm saying, that's what happens when you start using Alba technology, right? So this sacrilege to Yevon? Waka was right. How will Waka feel when we're like paired up with Rikku and she starts throwing grenades at our opponents, right? That's kind of like sacrilege. That's kind of like Albed, like, machinery.
Was the Lady Summoner not with you?
No, she's at Seymour's place.
That's Maester Seymour, or Lord Seymour.
Oh, I'll be careful. Sorry.
That's all right. Oh, Maester Seymour left Guado Salam a short while ago.
You serious?
I believe he went to the temple in Makalania.
No, not another temple.
Seymour is also the high priest of that temple.
Whoa, I gotta
How
tell
are
the
you
others.
finding FF10? I'm enjoying it. As someone who, when this game came out, was simply a concept, an idea, right? Being able to play it, you know, for real, is pretty enjoyable. How are you doing, Lily? You're a little baby? Exactly! I was still shitting my pants when this game came out.
Lord Jiskel, please tell me. What can I do to help?
Yuna, let's go!
Nice, nice. But yeah, I don't know. Final Fantasy X was always like a game that's been on my to-play list, right? On my backlog for a long time. As someone who like enjoys like RPGs, it was definitely something that like I've just missed, right? It was like one of those things where it's like, oh, I really should do this. Oh, I should really get around to do this.
Makalania Temple.
And then you keep pushing it off like every single time.
Maester head off without a peep to anyone.
Maybe he wasn't expecting Yuna's answer so soon.
Ah, that's probably it.
Yuna, what is it?
Oh, nothing.
You're a poor liar.
It's true, it's nothing. Come on, let's go.
My first Final Fantasy that I ever played, right? I would say I barely had sentience, right? Because I was still like a wee little baby in like elementary school. But it was the Final Fantasy IV remake on the Nintendo DS, which came out in 2007. Yeah, I remember playing it and I was like, wow, this is so cool. This is just like Pokemon, but a little harder, right? You know, encountering that as a little baby. It was fun. So like, and it gave me an opportunity because like, again, I played the other games within the series, right? Like, like 6, 9, 4. So missing out on 10, right? And hearing that this is like everybody's favorite, like a large amount of people's favorites, like it was something that I felt implored to play myself. This game is doo-doo ass. I'm gonna say something like, wow, this game is just like Expedition 33. Zanji?
How are we supposed to cross that?
Look at all this thunder.
See the lightning rod towers?
Who bought all those thunder items, huh? All those Thunder Ward items.
We head north, not too near and not too far from the towers, yeah?
Meaning we should avoid wide open areas.
I think I forgot something in Guado Salam.
Nice knowing you.
Okay, I'll go.
I like Rikku. Oh, wait a minute. Moving across the Thunder Plains, lightning can strike Titus on the Gandalf Thunder Plains. Hold up. No. It just hit me. No! No! I have a friend, right, who played Final Fantasy X not too long ago, right? And one of his biggest complaints, right? I had zero context of like what it meant, right? He just told me, right? Just announced that he hated dodging thunder. I had a zero clue. I had zero idea what that meant. I thought it was something Blitzball related. I think I found the moment. I think this is it. Yo, hello, how are you? I don't wanna. Let me ping my friend really quick. No, I think I found the dodge thunder part. Gulp. Said that with so much venom. Okay. I don't hate Expedition 33, right? I think it was... I think I enjoyed my time with it, but I don't agree with it being perceived as, like, the savior of, like, JRPGs. I don't see it as, like, a game that, like, swept every single game award, you know? Like, I enjoyed my time with it, but I do not think it's the second coming of Christ, if you will. But, hello, Fug. How are you? But, I will say, I like watching the sort of, like, animosity that existed between the, what's the word? The people who were, like, sucking the game's dick, right? And the people who were comparing it to, like, AI. Computer, generate me a JRPG. ChatGPT, generate me a JRPG, or result generating. Your result is Expedition 33, right? And I don't have that like super, what's the word? That like such intense opinion about the game. Is FF10 a Expedition? Yes, it is. It is an Expedition 33. Like, yeah. I feel like a lot of times, like a lot of internet discourse is like you either really like it or you have to hate it, right? You're in love or you would want to watch it like burn and fail, right? And to me, I played the game and I was like, yeah, that was pretty neat. All right, time to go about my day. That's perfect. There are only 3 JRPGs, okay? Those JRPGs are Final Fantasy VII, Persona 5, and Expedition 33. Moving across the Thunder Plains, lightning can strike Titus on the Gandalf Thunder Plains. Ah! Lightning can strike at any time, so keep moving. The lightning rod... Oh, what the fuck is this? The lightning rod towers absorb nearby lightning. Seek shelter under them. When there are no towers nearby, you can dodge lightning by pressing X. Hit X as soon as you see a lightning flash. If successful, you can dodge the thunderbolt. Constantly mashing X, however, can be dangerous. Do I have to perform like a frame-perfect dodge? What is this? Good luck on your journey. Thanks, tutorial. Hi, Techie, how are you? I've been working about 3, hadn't had time to play games or watch streams, not sure if... Bowser's Inside Story. Best RPG of all time? That's not... 1,000-Year Door? What the? That's not my Paper Mario. I think you've been mistaken. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I completely agree, Lily. It's just, I don't know. I like observing internet discourse, right? Because people get really intense about it, right? And it's usually, for the most, what's the word? Unimportant things. I talked about this in my Discord, about how there was recent discourse about the, are you a fan? Can you call yourself a fan of the video game if all you've done is watch a playthrough, right? Can you call yourself a fan if your interaction with the franchise is walk through long play, no commentary, right? That was like a huge thing going on, like people talking about like, oh, you're actually being ableist. Some people may not afford money, and other arguments like, oh, if you want to treat art or you want to treat video games as an art form, you have to, right? A bunch of like random stuff regarding the that entire core argument. I looked at it and I'm like, damn, these people are getting really intense about it. These people are heated. At the end of the day, this shouldn't matter. Hi, Snide, how are you? See, because, you know, I'm working now, I could say I'm too employed for it to matter to me. Anime is weird, but also still like JRPG stars is... I think JRPG gameplay is good, right? I really enjoy JRPG gameplay. I know a lot of people, like, make fun of, like, that the entire premise is just menuing, but it's fun! It's good! There are tactics! Oh, 1 second. The alarms are going off. BRB chat. Hello chat, I'm back. Did my model actually leave? Sometimes when I like leave, right, outside of my chair, like you just see like the husk of my corpse just sort of like Like that. Sort of like a Fenton fold, if you will. I think people should be unafraid to say that what you're actually a fan of, in that you don't have to be a fan of the full thing. You can just like the music. Yeah, I think it's completely fine. There's a lot of like, when like arguments like that kind of happen, it's like people treat specific properties as like a part of their identity, right? So if you ever, those people who like have their, you know, identity questioned, and that identity being, are you a true fan of this game, right? People take like major offense to it, right? And at the same time too, the people who have like played the games and all that too feels like their identity is belittled, because like those people like want to claim that identity, right? Yet not putting in the same amount of work, right? But then, you know, you start to think about it, right? And you're like, this is about video games. This is about video games. Anyway, I got this, chat. Dodging lightning, this shit's... Dodging lightning, this shit's easy. 2 Phoenix Downs. Am I getting hurt every time I get struck by lightning? And there's enemies? This is homophobic as shit, dude. Chat, I got good news. Well, bad news to some people, but it wasn't carbon monoxide poisoning. Thankfully. Lightning is just emotional damage? I don't want this. I don't like this. Okay, water, water, water. Rats. Lunar curtain. Did it just heal? Oh my god, did it just...
Go with the flow.
I can't steal anything! Hi, hero! How are you? Get me out of here. Yuna, go! Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I feel like people... I don't know why the concept of like, oh, I like this about the game, right? Oh, I like the music of this game, right? Is an unpopular sentiment, you know? Like, you could just say that, like, oh yeah, I'm a fan of the music. Oh, I'm a fan of the story, right? But they have to claim that they're the fan of like the entire property without interfacing with the whole thing, you know? But how are you doing, hero? Mods, crush his balls. Please don't crush my balls. Not again. Oh! Oh! Did you see that, chat? You see that? Dodge lightning? That was me. That was me. I did that. Nice. I hope your drawing's going well. That was based. Thank you. I'm kind of a gamer, if you will. With a capital G. Got those F1 reflexes? Yeah. How can you tell? Dude, I've been training is all I'm saying, dude. Have you like seen those like you know those like when you're doing the overdrive of like of Titus and you have to like get it like lined up at a specific time for it to like, you know, work? That was me. First try. I feel like with Toho, right? I feel like Toho is like, it's such a multimedia property, right? That I feel like you're able to say like, oh yeah, I'm a big fan of the music. I'm a big fan of like X, Y, and Z, right? And you're still valid, right? I feel like, I don't know, but I guess like there is an argument that like to be a fan of something, like you don't have to like interface with like everything. Also, I realized why we healed. right?
Back on the field.
We have the fucking Thunderball equipped. So I saw him and I fucking hit thunder on thunder. Call it the Harry Potter effect for white women. Damn, those girls are funny, right? And I guess like another big thing too is like I don't know, maybe this is a straw man, but I feel like the people who have barely like interfaced with those properties, right, are people who do engage with discourse online and with talks with, you know, developers. So in a way, it's kind of rough that like you have these a large vocal group who is commenting on a property that you enjoy without completely immersing yourself in that property, you know? Would you say LARP? You know what? I'm gonna talk about the word LARP really quick. You know, we had a word back in the day. It was called poser. Why are we calling things LARP? LARP, LARP, sahur. Why do we gotta? Why are we saying LARP? Actually, I remember seeing a tweet, right, where it's like, why are you saying LARP and not poser, right? And then some guy replied, LARP's just a funny word to say. And you know what? They're right. LARP is a pretty funny word to say. Chat, have you ever said LARP, LARP sahur? It feels so good. I feel like if you really like something, you should probably try it in its most raw form personally. I think I agree with you. It's like, if you... I guess, like... Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like you really gotta... If you wanna be... If it really means to you, I think it would be beneficial to, like, experience it fully as intended, you know? And I do agree with like specific sentiments about like video games in a way that like you could call yourself a fan, right? But like what matters to me a lot is that like you experience whatever property it is as intended, right? If you were to treat like video games as an art form, right, it would be beneficial to like see how the creators would want us to experience it, you know? Because like I know a lot of people would like watch playthroughs of specific games and like say they got the full experience, but there's so much more to games than just like the story and the graphics, right? There's sort of like, I'm trying to find the correct word, the like nuances. That's not the word. That's not the word. There's like an energy when you actually play the game itself, right? That you don't get from just watching a video, right? Even worse when you're watching a Let's Play, right? Because in a Let's Play, you have someone else playing, and someone else, like, actively saying things that might, like, you know, influence your opinion, you know? Oh, fuck. I just think, like, in terms of, like, video games, I feel like, again, to truly experience it, you have to play it.
There. Would you like to hear about this place?
Oh, it's this fucking guy again! Sure! There's a big reason why Yelp got so big. Yelper is funny to say, so is LARPer. True!
Very well. Let me tell you about the crossing. A long time ago, this place was a traveler's nightmare. Plains of lightning, plains of thunder. Those who cross are torn asunder. Or so they used to say.
Is that a cactuar? A sabbatender?
A man by the name of Bilgan appeared. Using machina, he built tires that served as lightning rods across the plains. Finally, travelers were able to cross in safety. Bilgan was building that tire over there when he was struck and killed.
Are you math making your circular again? I have not been playing. Well, Okay, I got bad news for you. I'm still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Actively, but like usually at locals or like on Yu-Gi-Oh! Mega. I don't know if I want to say what deck I'm playing, but let's say it has to deal with a lot of spell cards. Smile. I think there are some games where I feel like it's easy to like watch a playthrough of, but rather than like experiencing it yourself. Like, I guess like an example is like those like full motion, well, think of like Dispatch, right? Like Dispatch is mainly like a movie game, right? But you're still like losing like aspects, right? Where like you're not experiencing like the decision making on your own, you know, that influence the rest of the story, right? But I feel like it's probably like less crucial, right? Compared to like, let's say like Resident Evil, right? Where to like truly like interface with like the art form with the game, with like if you want to treat it like as an art, right? The creators do so much with the atmosphere, the music, the sound design, the gameplay to make it like a proper cohesive experience that also like blends well with the story they haven't like made for it, you know? No, I'm playing Sky Striker. I have to commit. I'm playing Sky Striker. Woo. Larva's magic increase. We gotta kill it now. Can be a fan of the Mona Lisa if you see it as a 1080p JPEG. Not a JPEG, but a PNG. Yeah, you can be a fan of it. This passage is basically a choose your own adventure, just watching someone play it as like an audiobook reading of it. But you start losing still. Yeah, I think like, I don't know. I feel like games like that, it's nice to like make those decisions on your own. Figure out like what is necessary, what you want for your own characters, right? But it's also just as easy to be like, okay, I did this ending. Time to look up what happens with this ending, you know? Like, okay, unfortunately, I know a lot of people who are like this. When it comes to Silent Hill F, right? People do the one ending, right? The one ending everybody gets, right? On your first playthrough. And then after that, they're like, alright, I'm just gonna look up what happens in the other endings. I feel like that does a disservice to the property. Cast shell on one character? Hey, yo, a buff? I just told all my decks moved in terms of spending most of the time in the office and they're... Yeah, I feel that. It's like... What's the word? Like, for me, when it comes to, like, locals and, like, playing card games IRL, it's... I think it's always beneficial for, like... If to, A, play games that, like, your local area, like, can support, right? Like, if your local area just has Yu-Gi-Oh!, you should play Yu-Gi-Oh! If it has just as Magic, you should play Magic, right? But on top of that, like, if your time doesn't allow it, it's fine just to play online, you know, like Master Duel and stuff like that. Hi, Bun! We're talking about video game discourse currently! Oh, also, Bun! I need to tell you about how to get PS2 games, because the place where I get ROMs, games legally, they're getting shut down on the 31st. Like Dark Souls, just look at the other ending, LOL, but so maybe you could argue about that. The thing is, I guess like for, what's the word? For Silent Hill, at least Silent Hill F, right? Per playthrough, you always get introduced to new things, right? So like, even though like you do one ending, there is so much more added, like, to the new playthroughs in New Game Plus, right? More things we learn about the characters, their inner turmoil, etc., that I find, you know, worth the playthrough, you know? Especially if you do want to, like, interface it, like, as well as possible. You think I could get on that beforehand? Yes, I think you can get on that beforehand. I will let you know just soon, very soon. Soon as in when I'm done streaming, maybe. We'll see. If you're awake. I've played the game Ratcatcher. When I was doing my like horror game bits,
I have to tell everyone.
I played Ratcatcher and like
From the Guado. They were
how would you
all
describe it?
very excited.
I'm afraid you heard a little wrong.
All I'm gonna say, Bun, is Silent Hill 2. It's a very funny game, but it's a very short game, 30 minutes long. Yep, no wedding.
I see. That's unfortunate. Well, I'm sure that people would have rejoiced all over Spira.
Sorry, they're not getting married. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, it's a very short game. I have a video of it on my Oh wait, Ratcatcher? Oh wait, no, I'm thinking about Rat Shaker. I don't think I've played Ratcatcher. But yeah, I think I said it wrong. Oh! Lulu? Lulu? Expedition 3. Bowser's Inside Story compared to like Expedition 33. Yeah, you're probably right. Rat Shaker's fun, but again, it's like 30 minutes long. It goes from like a... I think you'd enjoy it. I think you'd enjoy it, Bun. Lulu's dead too. I just brought her back. I literally just brought her back. Get back up. Hi, sir. How are you? But back on the video game discourse thing, I think like a very funny thing that like I think people were talking about, like how the whole concept of LARPing, like being a fan of those video games, was like a major contribution to that was like a combination of like Resident Evil and Persona. Because like after Requiem came out, I think right, okay, Persona fans already had that reputation of like, oh, Persona fan playing Persona for the first time, right? After Requiem came out, a lot of people apparently came from the woodwork. I don't claim myself to be like a I don't claim myself to be like a Persona fan, but a Resident Evil fan, I mean. But after Requiem came out, a lot of people just came out of the woodwork and started making like very bold claims about the series. And so like that whole conversation about LARPing is like what sort of like surfaced from there. They did a really big update to Rat Shaker? What update would there be for Rat Shaker? But how are you doing, sir? How are you doing, Bun? The strongest LARPers of today are RE fans. Who would win in a fight? The strongest LARPers of history or the strongest LARPers of today? I need a heal. Actually, fuck it. Let's summon Ifrit? Ixion? I'll do Ifrit. I can't believe they added Leon as Kenny the Rat Shaker. But yeah, but it's a short game. I think you would find it. It's a very silly premise. I'm pretty sure you looked at like the Steam store like images. It's really silly. I need like Null Thunder. Actually, let's boost. Hit me! Art? He feels like the perfect series to LARP. Oh. Guys, my Aeon fucking died, guys. Guys, where's my Aeon? Guys? every time I look at DLS 555 or DLSS 5, that shit looks so awful. Dude, I hate AI in video games, right? I mean, DLSS is like already AI, but it's really pushing it. It's really pushing in a direction where like you are destroying like the integrity of the original work. Like, did you see they yassified Grace? She's not supposed to look like that. She's not supposed to look cunty. If you play as Grace in Resident Evil Requiem, she's panicking most of the time. Hello, Chuckster Cheese. How are you? For better, for worse, no. I feel like Valifor... No. We don't need it. Well, you don't need it. We don't need it. Let's just pray, and let's kill the right guy. It's AI slop. Like, to me, what it looks like is that they're trying to justify, like, oh yeah, you know, we might have spent like $1 billion on like AI, right? And we're totally not trying to do this to push AI and trying to make, you know, our investments worth it. All right, come on, elemental reels. Let's get red. Ooh, red. Even our games are catfishing us. Exactly! It's just so ugly. I don't understand, like, the whole... I don't know, like, why would you want that in your video game, personally? I think a big thing, too, at least with video games, that, like, I don't want, like, super pretty video games. You know what I want? I want good video games! Like, yes, I understand, like, realism and stuff like that is, like, super sought after, especially to, like, shareholders, right? But to me, like, if... I feel like they don't realize that, like, people are still out here playing, like, random-ass PS2 games because those games still hold up nowadays, you know? Like, people are still out here playing, like, fucking TF2. What matters to, like, most people shouldn't be, like, how pretty your game looks, right? I know it looks good to shareholders with, like, the idea of, like, oh, look how much we're, like, pushing gaming. Look at what we're doing with all this crazy stuff now, right? Right? I think there is a point to realism where I think, you know, we could just hold it, dude. We could just hold it, right? So I need a heal, chat. I need a heal. Time I showed a style. Yeah, like, style is important, right? What the fuck are you? A strange stone. Wait. It's a... What is it? It's a cactuar! What does this cactuar do? Yeah.
Say your prayers.
Yeah, the whole... I hope AI just doesn't continue to be a thing. I feel like pushing AI to like the I would say the demographic that understands and can like acknowledges that AI tend to slopifies like whatever it's like involved in, you know? I feel like it should be a bad look, right? But shareholders really love AI. They really, really love AI. One thing I remember seeing it was with, what's the word? It was with, Square Enix, right? And Square Enix, really, how would I describe it? They... Unfortunately, the people that sort of, like, investing in their company, like, really wanted them to push AI. It's really unfortunate. Rather than, like, you know, taking care of, like, you know, properties that are doing well, that do have a dedicated fan base, right? That does print money, like Final Fantasy XIV, for example, or like their whole buttload of like RPGs. They are using their resources to satisfy shareholders to like create games that are built off of like generative AI, or are supposed to like bleed money from whatever install base they can, right? Like gacha games, live service games. They're like doomed to see end of service like immediately. Death Stranding looks 2 times a million. You know what Death Stranding 2 had? Death Stranding 2 had Usada Pecora. That's what matters to me, chat. Calm Pecco, calm Pecco, calm Pecco.
Shield us from thunderous bane.
AI generated scripts. Dude, I remember my friend told me a story. So he went back to like his college town, right? And his college town is a major like university in California. I'm not gonna say what, right? But when he was there, he went to like a coffee shop to work on something, and a lot of the people there were vibe coding. It was really sad. They were like, Grok, how do I check if a number is odd or even? Grok, how do I gnome sort? And I'm like, is this really what's happening right now? I have not played Death Stranding. I would like to. I don't know if I could find it within me to like justify purchasing it. You know. Currently I have to save up money for gacha games. Ignore my bit about how gacha games are predatory earlier, but I hope you understand. You think I would like Death Stranding 2? You'd be correct. Again, it has Usada Pecora. Fuck, I opened up Oom and I just got upset. Dude, I remember in my Discord, I had to like have 2 lesson plans on like how to... I just got out of that battle. You can launch another FF7 Battle Royale? Why did they release that? Why was that a thing? Who in their right mind said, what if we release a mobile game, but it's Final Fantasy VII meets PlayerUnknown's Battleground? Negative money, right? One of the recent examples, right, with Square Enix was, there's 2 examples actually. One of them was, what if we make Splatoon, but like realistic, but also dog shit? And then another game they had was, what if we make Among Us? Yup, just Among Us. See, this is what they're doing with their fucking resources while, like, allowing Final Fantasy XIV to blow up. Bored of idiots decided to say no that day. You know, at least Fire Emblem Shadows probably didn't have the budget of, like, $5 million bajillion dollars, right? That game that Square Enix made, which is again just Among Us, right, has like Unreal Engine 5, like super realistic graphics, right, as realistic like as they could get, you know. And it's like, is this is really? Is this what we want to do? The Death Note Among Us looked very funny. I can't lie. I'm not upset about the Among Us Death Note, right? You know what? Fuck it. They're not really doing anything with the Death Note property. Might as well make Among Us. It's gonna heal itself. Nice. But yeah. Video games are... Oh man, fucking video games, dude. We are truly in dark times. Yeah, whose standards are so low that it doesn't matter. One big thing I'm afraid of is that, like, I think for a lot of people don't like it, right? At least online. But I don't know the sentiment when it comes to, like, people like what's the word? Normies, perhaps, you know? It's probably a good example, right? You know the people who buy, like, Call of Duty every year, you know? Because, like, whether we like it or not, I think we might be a loud group of people, but we are the minority when it comes to, like, the amount of people who do purchase video games, you know? Like, we're not buying video games, right? Like, I'm out here playing a PS2 game, right? Companies don't care about me, right? They care about, like, that guy, right? Who's buying the DLC for, like, the next Call of Duty, the Battle Pass, and, like, whatever funny gun collab they're doing with, like, I don't know, Squid Game. The #1 FIFA and Call of Duty LARPer. My favorite dog tuber.
Whoa, that was a close one.
Stop kidding around.
Yes, ma'am. What's wrong?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You're giving me the creeps. Hey, whoa!
I want to go home. I hate lightning. I hate thunder.
Chad, I'll just say it. I think Rikku's
Go
best
rest over
girl.
there. Please.
This storm never stops.
Hi,
Better to cross
how are
quickly.
you?
I know, but just for a little while.
Well, what now?
Hey.
Pretty please? Just a few minutes.
Okay, yes, anything, queen.
Scared of lightning. Let's rest, please. Pretty please.
Yes, princess, I'll wait with you.
I'm too young to die. You're mean. Cruel. Your moms would be ashamed of you.
I'm with you, don't worry.
Are you having fun doing this to me?
Fine. We rest. She's worse than the storm.
Actually. Okay, but yeah, hi, we were talking about video games earlier. We were talking about how, you know,
I'm a little tired.
we're approaching like a good, what's the word? A good era of video gaming. With DLSS5,
just
right?
over that way.
More live service games.
Thank
We're
you.
truly in a golden age of video games.
Yuna?
It's not like her.
Yeah, Yuna does not want to get married. The end of video games. But yeah, we had a conversation about like with like this stuff about DLS5, like DLSS5, and like just like the whole concept of like listening to like not like shareholders and like, you know, the quality of like specific games kind of like going down, right? The bad realization is that like we are not the audience that they listen to, right? It's that like, you know, we are people who are content with like playing PS2 games like on their computer, right? They are actively trying to satisfy the group of people who are out there like continuously buying V-Bucks, Call of Duty points, like fucking DLC maps, you know, who are out there trying out the Squid Game collab or the Fallout collab or whatever like consumer type shit that they're plugging into their video games, right? That's the type of people they're trying to satisfy. Again, the people who spend $70 every year on Call of Duty. However, my consumerist practices are different, okay? If I see a Hololive Suicide skin, you know what? That's based and cool. But if I see somebody out there, right, buying the fucking DLC collab skin in the game that already spent $70 on, right, that will be replaced immediately the next year, that sucks. Aren't those games all supported by whales, though? No, they are not supported by whales. They're supported by, like, a large audience that isn't us. Yeah, on this crusty bug-ridden PS4. Yeah, you know, yeah, this is my trusty PS4. This is where I play Bloodborne on. The roaches? Yeah, if I... Don't worry about them. Loot boxes are huge for FIFA. Welcome to Rin Travel Agency. I'm chilling here. I want to talk to you. Rikku, are you okay?
Are you that scared?
When I was little, a fiend attacked me while I was swimming at the beach. My brother tried to beat it back with a spell. But he missed and hit me instead! It was a thunder spell.
Ouch.
I've been scared of lightning ever since.
But it can be effective. Magic is effective against marine fiends.
My brother said that too.
Like Pokemon!
You should learn some spells too. Maybe later.
Yeah, loot boxes. It's so
Nice to see you again.
so funny.
Welcome to the
Loot
Rin
boxes in
Travel
sports
Agency.
games. Hi, Rin.
Oh.
Rikku had to shush Rin, right? Because Rikku doesn't want him to say, "Oh, hello, fellow Albed. How are you?" Right in front of Waka. You're laughing, but it's how they operate now. You know what? At the end of the day, I feel like I shouldn't have any say, right? Because I fucking spent money on Uma Musume Pretty Derby. But remember what I said. Their consumerist practices are bad. My consumerist practices are good and based. I'm not like them.
You not resting. Go away.
It's not easy being a guardian to a summoner so young.
Rikku.
I've been scared of lightning ever since.
She's so cute. I love her.
Yuna looked preoccupied. Was it because of Jiskel?
Got me feeling some kind of way.
I wonder what's wrong with Yuna.
You fucking Yuna had to... She got hit with the biggest news of, "Will you marry me?" to some rando. Of course! With the whole premise of, yeah, if you marry me, all the people that you care about will be happy. Imagine someone vibe coded the sphere grid system. Grok, can you generate me a Final Fantasy X type RPG? Generating. generating result. Your result is Expedition 33. I'm just kidding. It's low-hanging fruit. I always gotta take it, dude. The dog is an idiot. No.
How goes your study of our language?
I'm learning. I'm learning.
That is good to hear. Allow me to present you with this book for your study.
H's are N's.
I wonder, would that be Sir Orin by any chance?
Why are you cucking the nice blue-haired man? Who? He's talking about Seymour Guado? He did it. No. I'm just saying we had a connection immediately. Okay, you know it's like. I want you, Titus, to be my guardian.
Ah, as I thought. I've been wondering since I saw him at the Meehan High Road branch. Sir Orin, I wonder if you remember me. 10 years ago, at the beginning of Lord Braska's calm.
Yes, I should thank you.
Not at all. I could not leave a wounded man to die. However, I was surprised when I saw you gone the next morning with that wound.
Our boy Rin helped
would not have
Aron?
been able to walk.
Insert what game you don't like here.
Drop that
True!
subject, Rin.
As you wish.
You know what it reminds me, what you're saying about the FIFA Gold stuff? It reminded me, like, I liked playing Counter-Strike. It was one of, like, the games I played with my friends a lot, right? And I would watch Counter-Strike videos to try to, like, you know, kind of absorb information, like, through osmosis. And what ended up happening, right, was I got exposed to a lot of fucking Counter-Strike gambling websites. I think I turned out fine, but my other friends, that's a different story. Let's see what weapons you have. A variable Mog. This shit's the same. Can I combine two items that are the same? Oh, I see. We added Naruhodo. My ex-roomie's girlfriend thought Breath of the Wild was inspired by Genshin Impact, by the way. I think we're cooked. I think we're cooked. Hello, Gucci. I tend to like games that, like, okay, if they do want to monetize in any way, I don't mind them. I would prefer them not to have it, but I don't mind them monetizing, like, cosmetics, you know? Like, think of, like, Fortnite. I really don't like when they monetize, right, advantages, you know? Like, gameplay stuff, I feel like it's a little scummy. But again, my opinion should be void because I play gacha game. I play Uma Musume Pretty Derby. It shouldn't happen, right? But what? You can't help it. What's happening over here?
Whoa!
Yes?
Ow. Oh.
What the fuck is that?
Well, it's nothing really. I just, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come in. Hey, wasn't that
that, Jisco Guado guy?
The sphere is
Thank you for
his
coming through,
will.
Hug.
It says, take care of my son.
Huh.
Thank God she's not changing.
His son, Seymour? Well, I know one way to take care of him.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
What do you think you're up to?
Yuna was acting funny.
Yeah. She'll tell us when she's ready, so hold your chocobos till then. Yeah.
All right, all right, all right.
What is this dialogue? Hey, dude, what happens when you accidentally walk into what's the word? Walk into the love of your life, right? Contemplating about her shotgun marriage or the shotgun proposal, right? By contemplating about the fucking random ass proposal she got, right? By reading the will of his dead father. This Titus does not sound like me. Does he sound like me? Bro, I was just saying words, dude. I feel like I couldn't get that across. Rikku.
It's not stopping, is it?
It's okay, Queen. I got you.
Don't tell me you were hoping it would. Fine. Stay here.
All right already. But you didn't have to say it like that, you know. You could be more comforting or something.
You sound like a dog, you know?
Try to cheer me up. You just don't get me at all, do you? Hey, are you listening? I'm not scared. I'm not scared, you hear?
I love you, Rikku! Oh, Fuzzy Pickles. Paparazzi? Hello? Love of my life wouldn't even think about someone else's proposal. She is saving herself for me since her soul realized my existence since I was born. I would like to play X2. Thankfully, all I gotta do is, go... I can play it legally, of course. All I gotta do is, you know, procure the game through official means, and I'm chilling. I've seen Riku's X2 design. I think she's so cute. You gotta play Oto Kanoko, Pretty Boy's Klondike Solitaire? Like the ice cream? What the fuck? What is Klondike Solitaire? Just legally, schmegally play it. Oh, that's the plan, of course. That did nothing. Classical Solitaire, I see. Oh! Dude, I thought you said Klondike. Like the ice cream. You know the ice cream with the bear? That's what I'm thinking of.
You place too much trust in your magics.
I'm not American, this guy has not got enough red 40 in your diet, and I could tell. I just got back, dude. Eat some flamin' hot Cheetos. Let me know how you feel right after. What the fuck is that guy on the right?
Bring it on.
But yeah, I have like a plan. Did he just hit himself with the ball? I have a plan very soon. I pretty much have a timer like going in on my head, and that timer is pretty much like I gotta download like 5 billion games before March 31st. Right, I told Bun earlier, I'm not sure if Bun's still here, but I had to help Bun with setting up a PS2 emulator, right? Because, you know, our shit's disappearing soon. Oh! Lulu? It's Gigas from Tekken. So yeah, I think X2... Fuck it, yeah, no, I'm gonna keep her dead. Fuck you, dude. $608? Excuse me? Yeah, so like a big thing for me right now is like trying to figure out like what I want to play, what should I play. Like it is difficult to think about. Oh my god, Yuna survived. Holy, oh my god, Yuna survived. So yeah, I might buy like an external for that scenario too. But again, I want to know what I want to play. Because currently, I'm planning to play... I think Dot Hack is on my mind. I think Xenosaga is on my mind. I think Metal Gear is on my mind. What? The Super Nintendo Fire Emblems are also on my mind. I would really like to play like Genealogy and stuff like that. I don't know what he's weak to. Right? He's a big fucking robot. Oh, never mind. I know what he's weak to. He takes half damage from lightning, so anything else would be fine. But yeah, those are like some future games that I'm like looking into playing. Oh yeah, also the more Silent Hills, right?
Need a light?
I think those would be fun to play on stream. I want to play Rule of the Rose.
Let's go.
Fatal Frame, perhaps. Right? There's a lot of games I currently have on my mind that I need to start downloading ASAP. I'm also like open to suggestions for like other games I should play. I hate this guy.
Think later, Yuna.
True! I could download Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess and I could talk about Imp Midna. What exactly about Imp Midna? Don't worry about it. Imp Midnight, you say? Allegedly. As someone who grew up on Newgrounds at like a very young age, It's just something you got, just something that created an impact, you know? I was there when the texts were created, when culture was formed. Opens Twitter? No. Okay, this dodging lightning part, I don't think it's that bad. You say that like it's about to get worse, and that terrifies me. Do you still play Honkai Star Rail? No, I don't. I saw Sparksy come out, and I was like, oh, dude! Sparksy? Because, I think Sparkle was, like, one of my favorite characters, right? But I can't justify playing the game anymore. Turns out, playing gacha games is really expensive. So yeah, I don't play it anymore, plus, yeah, I think what tilted me the most, too, was I hated grinding. I hated grinding for, like, gear, right? You know, like, where it's like, you're like, always farming at those specific spots, right? And they're like, okay, I need to roll crit, I need to roll crit damage, I need to roll attack, I need to roll attack percent, right? And then you, like, roll defense, and then you keep on leveling it up, and you use all of your resources, right? And then you look at it, and it's, oh, all of it leveled up defense percent for my DPS character. This shit sucks. Because you thought it was funny. For me, I really like, okay, besides the Newgrounds joke, right? I enjoyed, I really enjoyed Twilight Princess. For me, that was my first Legend of Zelda game. But unfortunately, I played the Wii version, right? So on the Wii version, I am out there like with the nunchuck and like Wiimote, fucking flailing my arm, right? Oh, I even had like the what's the word, peripheral, where you put your Wiimote and your nunchuck in like this huge hunk of plastic, right? And it comes paired with what's the word? Link's crossbow training. That's how I played the game. Some would say that was a, you know, that was peak, you know? Ooh, ow. I really liked, what game is that? Are you guys familiar with Skyward Sword? The Wii Motion Plus was a really cool addition. It made Link a righty, just like me! Yeah, I don't know. For me, I'm kind of a, what's the word? I would say, like, whenever I approach games, I'm kind of like a min-maxer. So, like, when I didn't roll the stats I want, it felt excruciating. And in a way, I'm kind of like the same thing with, like, Uma Musume. But there's a lot more that you can control, right? When it comes to, like, RNG and trying to produce, like, the perfect something, you know? Please don't do anything to me. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think a big reason too is that like during that time I was like super unemployed, so like I had like at that point I didn't have any job yet, so I would like spend my time and resources like trying really hard to get the perfect like artifact to no avail. Yeah, I saw that too. It's Thanos. Please die already! Oh my god, you are not dead. Just one hit. Just one hit. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, Vegeta. Yeah, and see, the thing is, they'll eventually release a better artifact, right? So, fucking power creep? I'm out here spending so much of my time working so hard to get a specific item, right? And then they're like, you know what, by the way, it's power crept. I did not. Did min-maxing even matter? It did, to me. Wanna see him? Ah! I think I've seen them already. I do, even though I don't play, okay, I only play one gacha game, but for some reason, the people that, I sort of, surround myself with play literally every other gacha game, right? I just came back here, right? So, I've been exposed to so much, Wuthering Waves and Limbus Company, yet having 0 seconds in either game.
Everyone, wait.
What's up?
I have something to tell you.
Here?
We're almost out of here. Let's go.
I have to say it
Look
now.
at her flailing her arms. She's so cute.
Over there.
Somehow, my bad feelings always come true.
I've decided to marry.
I thought so.
But why? Why'd you change your mind?
For Spira's future and Yevon's unity. I thought it would be the best thing to do.
That's not good enough.
Wait, is it? Is it because of Lord Jiskel?
Hey, that's Sphere.
Show me.
I can't. I must speak to Maester Seymour first. I truly am sorry, but it is a personal matter.
You're kidding, huh?
As you wish.
I'm sorry.
Just one thing.
I won't quit my pilgrimage.
Then it is fine.
Wait a minute, Orin. You don't care? I mean, you're not gonna stop her?
No, I'm not. As long as she is willing to face sin, all else is her concern. That is a summoner's privilege, as long as she journeys.
But that's...
Yuna, just one question. Can't you just talk to Maester Seymour?
Can you make sure you
Got to
actually
marry him?
like the guy?
Don't know. But I think it is the right thing to do.
Okay, I guess.
Uni. Quiet! I wish we could help somehow. Some way.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
She says I'm sorry. He says it's fine. She's willing to face sin. She's privileged. I didn't understand. But somehow, I felt like I didn't belong. But if I didn't belong with them, I'd be stuck in Spira, alone. And being alone in that place, well, I didn't want to think about it.
Next, we're going to Makalania Temple. Yuna can talk with Seymour there. We Guardians will wait until they're done and plan our next move. Understood?
Don't say temple. Don't say temple. No, 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 no. No temple, please. See, oh, Gucci, about Wuwa, my only perception of Wuwa was, again, I use Twitter a unhealthy amount, right? And so my perception of, like, Wuthering Waves is that, like, there would always be, like, this level of, like, tribalism between, like, people who enjoy Hoyo games and, like, Wuwa, and it would get dirty. It reached a point where I was like, oh, these people are kind of intense about it. But to me, I guess, like, the way that I see it is, like, because, like, these Hoyo players and, like, Kuro players kept on arguing with each other, I kind of, like, laughed it off in a way that, like, these people are arguing about, like, which company, you know, is better, right? Both companies are robbing them, but they're out here arguing. See, my gacha game actually steals money from me less. Actually, my gacha game isn't super predatory. It's just it's just a medium level of predatory. Also, fucking, I need Lulu to go fucking crazy, dude. Need that magic stat to go up. No, 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 no. Oh, no. Help, help, help. There you go. See, at the end of the day, this is why you don't spend your time arguing online. That's what I see with Limbus players. They're so abrasive. See, my only experience with Limbus players is, like, I guess the people that are within my Discord and like Morgana, Fish, right? It's not too bad, at least from what I've experienced, but I have seen people, like, on Twitter sort of, like, shout out, like, some crazy statements, and then immediately right after say, ha, banger tweet, play Limbus Company. And it's like, what? Do you not know what you just said? That was like Waka levels of insane. I'm not saying it's indicative of the player base, but again, it is what I've, an observation I made online. See, I know Otis, I know Don Quixote, and that's about it, honestly. But yeah. Confession, I have hours on Blue Archive, but mainly on my phone before the Steam edition. Dark Buster? Buster? But I hardly... But I hardly... But I hardly... But I hardly... Was it worth it to open this gate? Oh, I guess this is kind of crazy, like, all this strength? What the fuck are you doing, by the way? In-game? In-game, what I'm doing is I'm leveling up my stats currently. So the sphere grid allows you to, like, sort of, like, enter this, like, grid, which allows you to, like, select on nodes to, like, give you better stats, unlock new abilities. And you get points here, right? That you get to use to, like, move along the grid. Would it be worth it to go over here? What is after this gate? We have agility, max HP, strength. I know I have keys. Surely I won't regret it. Yuna needs strength. Dude, she really needs to whack them really, really hard with her staff. It's just what she's gotta do. Let's go Rikku. I guess I could go Titus after. She's getting even more bulky. Yeah, honestly, it did remind me, when I first saw this, right? I was like, this looks like the fucking thing from, like, Honkai Star Rail. But, I guess, like, again, a bunch of, like, RPGs nowadays are kind of, like, derivative of, like, what previously came out, right? Like, definitely, Honkai Star Rail took a lot of inspiration from, like, Final Fantasy X. You know what game, like, really surprised me on, like, its inspiration, right? So I played Expedition 33 before I played, Final Fantasy X, right? And Expedition 33, I wouldn't say copied, but took a lot of inspiration from Final Fantasy X. Like, a lot. Her stats actually do affect Aeons? Oh my god, I can make Ifrit stronger! I think the game is fine. I don't think the game is, like, super magnificent, but I don't think the game is... Okay, I am of the opinion that the game is fine. I think the game is good. I don't think the game is, like, the best thing ever, like how the Game Awards claimed it was, but I also don't claim it's, like, a, like, AI generative, like, a disgrace to the genre. I don't think I have such a... I don't have an inflammatory opinion, nor do I want to give it, like, immense praise. What the fuck are you... No! Get off Twitter, bro! Get off Twitter now. I'm gonna delete your shit, bro. But yeah, I don't think the game is like, again, people, okay. For some reason, people nowadays, like, you have to have like an insane opinion about like games or whatever, right? Like, you can't just think a game is okay, and like that's the worst part with like gaming discourse nowadays, right? Games can't be just fine. You either think this game is like literal hellspawn, or like this is the best thing ever, and if you think it's awful, you don't know anything about video games, right? It's Blacker, it's insane. That's like one of my biggest like dislikes about like, I don't know, modern gaming discourse, right? Like, for example, think about Marathon. Like, I know a lot of people just wanted to like fail. A lot of people were hitting it right off the bat, right? Right? It's like people desire failure. People desire, I don't know, there's a lot of like animosity that exists within like gaming communities for like no apparent reason. Again, that's kind of like why, like, when I was talking about like those like gacha gaming spheres, right, where there's like intense tribalism on like which gacha game is better, right? Oh, your game is literally like awful. It tries to like leech money at every opportunity from their players, right? And they would say, oh, your game does this. It doesn't have a great story, and also wants to leech off like, you know, their players. And then like for a third party looking at it with a unbiased mind, you realize these people are cut from the same cloth. Their game is built off the same foundation. What they're calling like evil, grotesque, and like appalling is literally the same thing, but on the other side. You know what? You know whose opinion that I fucking loved? I love Jeff Kaplan. And you know what Jeff Kaplan said? Jeff Kaplan was like, people need to shut up about video games they haven't played. That's my goat. That's the guy, right? Who had, you know, who was working on Overwatch before he ruined it with GOATS format. Goat? Yeah, GOATS format. I was about to be like Yu-Gi-Oh brained really quick. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like saying a game is just okay, I feel like for some reason is just outside the sort of like accepted opinions, right? We cannot accept a game to be just mid. Jetpack Cat in Overwatch is peak. See, I have not played Overwatch. You know what game I've been playing? Deadlock. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad people are agreeing with me that like gaming discourse nowadays is super, like, I don't know. It has to deal with like clicks nowadays and like what attracts people to like pay attention to what you're saying, right? There's like a thing.
I'm sorry, everyone.
It's like a type of grifting, you know? And a lot of people like clicking things that like affirm their confirmation bias, if that makes sense. Like, for example, my friend and I had a disagreement over a movie, and what he did, he spent his time looking up videos of YouTube videos of people agreeing with him, right? Who were using very, like, overblown and exaggerative, like, comments to, like, express their negative opinion, right? A lot of games, a lot of, like, and it's just like that too when it comes to video games, right? Like, a big example was, I guess recently that I've noticed was the Nintendo Switch 2. Is that, like, a lot of people were, like, trying to manifest its failure. Right? They're trying to, they're saying, oh, this shit's not gonna sell well. Oh, it's gonna bomb like the Wii U, right? And they would, like, find opinions like, oh, you know that tech demo they released for $20? Yeah, Nintendo's so evil. Oh, yeah, why would I want to buy a Nintendo Switch 2? I'm comfortable with my system. And purchasing, you know, games from reputable publishers, right? Nothing goes wrong with my Sony PlayStation 5 and purchasing games from Activision Blizzard, right? It's like, huh? What are you talking about? Wait, what's going on? What do we gotta be so fucking negative all the time? Right? I don't know. I like Deadlock. See, people that are why would I invest time into a game that Valve will abandon in its life like TF2? TF2? That game came out in 2007. That game is still holding it down. I don't know. I feel like I trust Valve. Like, they're still making changes to Counter-Strike, you know? Bro had a sneak in the tag on the console he doesn't play. No, what I'm saying is that, like, they are willfully ignoring the negatives, like, with their other... with consoles they enjoy, you know? Right? It's like they are highlighting, like, negative practices by, let's say, one company, while, you know, still participating in the negative practices of, like, the other company, you know? Like, you can't say, like, oh, I can't believe, like, you don't own the game, right? Oh, game cards? That's so awful. All games are like that, whether it is on your Xbox or, like, on your PlayStation. Do you have a Steam account, right? Like, the fact that, okay, like, nowadays, games aren't in there anymore. Like, every game, you have to download, like, 50-something megabytes after you get the CD. It's not exclusive to, like, the Nintendo Switch. It's just how games are now. That's why I brought up the example. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure you've, like, come across that time where, like, oh, I'm really excited to play this game. Alright, time to put my disc in. Wait. I have to wait another 2 hours for these 200 gigabytes to be downloaded? Come on, man. Oh my god, that did nothing. Everything I like is peak, and everything I haven't tried is dog shit. That's why I didn't try it. True! I'm a steal. People playing, clamoring for it. True.
Enough.
Hi, Snide. How are you?
That's how it's done.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just the whole environment when it comes to video games. It's upsetting to me. People just need to chill. They are spiking my cortisol, if you will. Hi. Why are you looking at me? Yeah, I'm just happy to see games that are different, well-made, and passionate can succeed. That's all that matters to me, you know? For Honor, there should still be a player base for Honor. I feel like the combat has yet to be replicated. It's kind of like how Dead by Daylight remains to be like the most popular, right? Asymmetrical PvP game, because like I don't know if it's like difficult, but like I think a lot of other companies just couldn't capture that same sort of success, right? Like I think we've seen so many different like games come up, right? Like Friday the 13th, the Leatherface game, the that weird alien one with the clown alien monsters, right? The Dragon Ball Z one. Identity V is technically still going, but they inhabit a different market, which is the mobile game market, you know? So I guess that's what's the word? The exception to the rule, right? But most of the time when it comes to those like asymmetrical games, right, only one manages to succeed. Like For Honor, I kind of see that similar, where you don't have a lot of copies, you don't have a lot of like other games sort of like fulfilling that type of niche, you know? Only women and gay people play Identity V? All I'm saying is Ib is in that game.
Of course I'm worried about her.
That's kind of based.
What is she thinking?
The simplest answer would be, in exchange for agreeing to marry him, she hopes to negotiate with Seymour.
Negotiate what?
I wonder.
What? All by herself?
She's strong, but Seymour is the better negotiator.
Well then, why don't we do something about it?
Yuna wants it this way.
I just don't get it. Doesn't she trust us?
On the contrary, she doesn't want us caught up in whatever it is she's planning.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But that makes me worry even more. She could just tell us.
That's the way she is. She's naive, serious to a fault, and doesn't ask for help.
You're probably right.
Yuna's easy to read.
Yeah, she is.
But hard to guard. Stand by her. Always.
I'll watch Yuna. They trademarked the fighting system. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me how like Warner Brothers patented the Nemesis system from that one Lord of the Rings game, and a lot of people really like the system, and they were supposed to use it for like some like Wonder Woman game, but that game exploded, and it just exists in limbo, never to be seen again. But yeah, patenting fucking gameplay systems?
Slowpokes!
Sorry. It's funny how calm I was. Maybe it was because I'd realized that Yuna wasn't marrying Seymour for love. Not really. It was just her duty. Something she had to do before returning to her pilgrimage. That's what I kept telling myself anyway. And well, maybe. I realized that Yuna and I'd never, you know. Yuna, let's go.
No. Titus. Gucci, the answer is no. The answer is no. Not the Titus chair.
Lady Yuna, it is good to see you made it through safely.
And, if I may, congratulations on your betrothal.
Maester Seymour's people are expecting you.
Take that road to go to Makalania Temple.
The music, listening to it, I have not really commented on it yet, but the music of Final Fantasy X is so good. Like, I feel like the music really captures the sort of like turmoil that like our boy is going through. Let me steal your shit, dog. Yuna, what is he weak to? Occasionally succumbs to darkness. What the fuck does that mean? Unfortunately, I don't think this is the type of stream we'd find ourselves playing Roblox, right? Sorry if you were really excited for me to play Steal a Brain Rot. I know how some of you were looking forward to it, but nah, not tonight. When Blitzball grind? Hell no, dude! Fuck. Wrong place. Hi, Sparky. How are you? A fucking chimera? Oh, chat! Can you 120 punish this on JJS? I don't know what the fuck you're telling me now. When I figured that you had to do math in Blitzball, that kind of like ruined my life, actually. Takes half damage from fire and water.
My turn now.
My turn now? Yes, I'm playing it on the PS2! I think it's fire, water. We'll just do Thunder. Thundara. Wait. Vulnerable to threaten, darkness, and silence work well.
Don't look so shocked.
Yeah, yeah. You are? I was like, yeah, because you played it on Steam. This is the PS2 version. Because I played the Steam version at first, right? But then the Steam version had a lot of issues. For some reason, it turned all my cutscenes green. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna play it on the I'm gonna play the PS2 version of it. So I spent $20 during the sale to purchase the Final Fantasy X X2 remastered. Yeah. Green? Yeah, it turned green. Apparently, it is a real thing that happens to your game. I guess, like, what happened to it was that, so a lot of games, like, that were made, like, a long time ago, are coded pretty poorly. So if there's anything more than, like, 4 gigabytes of VRAM, the game doesn't know what to do with it. And because it doesn't know what to do with it, it just ceases to work. So yeah, it was really awful too, because it was during cutscenes that I would say was very important cutscenes, in fact. That sounds like a you issue. Yeah, it was a you issue to me. That's why I had to try to figure out a solution. And you know what the perfect solution was? PlayStation 2. So, thank you for the water break. So what happened, right, was that I ended up replaying everything to where I was. but on the PS2 version. And you know what? I'm enjoying it. This is how it truly feels like playing on original hardware. See, chat, this is how exactly I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play Xenosaga, I'm gonna play Dot Hack, all on the PS2. It'll be so fun. What if we do Luck? Play Xenoblade? Play Persona 3? Yeah, you know, if you really think about it, yeah, kinda. What weapon are you using? It's a water blade. No wonder why you did nothing. You can say that. A PlayStation controller. Okay, honestly, chat, I'm gonna tell you. I think the most comfort... Okay. In terms of, like, comfy controllers, right? I think number one... Okay. I think the PlayStation 2 is unironically one of the comfiest controllers I've ever played with. Number two, the Xbox 360 controller. Those two controllers are peak. And yeah, the new Nintendo Switch Pro controller, I also have that. The tactile feel of it is also really good. I think I'm a big hater of DualShock 3. I did not like DualShock 3. I did not like DualShock 4. The PS5 controller, that was good. Joy-Cons are good. See, the DualShock 3 is so funny still, bro. When me and my brother were trying to contemplate about like during that what's the word? During that era of like consoles, me and my brother were like at a cousin's house, right, trying out like their PS3, and we were like, damn, this shit feels flimsy. This shit feels pathetic, right? But holding an Xbox 360 controller, it felt full. It felt nice. The way it sort of like holding it, it was so good, right? Every time I thought about the DualShock 3 controller, I always felt like, why couldn't this just been like a DualShock 2? I'm just gonna kill him, dude. In less than 50 seconds, don't drift anywhere. Oh, surely they fixed the drifting problem. I think. I hope so. Playing active mode? I was playing Chrono Trigger in active mode. I didn't die, I think. See, actually, is there an active mode in this game? Hold up. Config? There's no active mode in this game? I was like, no shot there's active mode in this game. I know in other Final Fantasies you have the option to like play an active or turn-based, but I don't think this one. Normal mode? No, customize is making your items better. So it's like, oh, I could have my poison steel get sensor. I could put ice strike on it, right? But yeah. This game is actually turn-based. Designed to be turn-based. Oh, he's frozen. This guy ain't moving. How? No! I thought it was Oron! Alright, Oron. You might die right now. Oh, they really don't like Titus. Yeah, fuck that guy. Why can Lulu cast nuclear missile? You know my favorite thing that Lulu does is she sends out a little Moogle. Right? The entire time I thought it was like a stuffed toy, but like when you actually use her default attack, she like places it down and it just runs towards the opponent and just fucking smacks him. See, if you played Final Fantasy VI, you can just be the Moogle, you know? But yeah, when I played Chrono Trigger on stream, I definitely Kamari is not being used. When I played Chrono Trigger on stream, I definitely had moments where I was too busy talking and I missed the window to like use a move like at a proper time, causing me to, you know, fucking die. I think it was really apparent with it was super apparent with the final boss. Kamari's fucking useless, not gonna lie. Thank you! Bro hates Kamari, he hates Robo. What are we gonna do about this guy? You can't make me! Because the message was deleted by moderator! I thought you were weak to darkness, bro. See, Robo was cool. Apparently, I did some research after the fact about like the meta, quote unquote, like setups you could have in like Chrono Trigger, and apparently Robo is like a major piece that I just refuse to use. And apparently my team of like I forgot her name, but the princess. I used Princess Frog and Chrono. Yeah, it was more on the weaker side. It's like, essentially that team is just healing. But I liked Frog. I gotta use our boy. Thank you for the water break. I'm gonna throw some grenades at this guy. Oh, wait, overdrive. Let's go mix. Let's combine meta and a JRPG. Just play the game. True! My meta was Ayla beating everything up. Also true! I think a big thing too is that, like, I don't know, we play like in a society that, like, I feel like a lot of people kind of grill other people on like the decisions they make, you know? Even like in single player games, people will grill you about like, oh, you did this in your single player game where your decisions don't really matter? Huh, you're kind of a scrub. Or alternatively, oh, you're using this strategy when that's the broken strategy? You didn't really play the game. Have
you seen Donna?
Donna? Can't say I have.
What's up?
We got separated on the way here. Damn it all! I've got to find her.
Calm down.
But if anything happens to her...
This guy's a bad guardian.
Running around in a panic is not going to help.
I don't think you, Jojo, for the water break.
Right now,
second one.
You have to keep cool.
Yeah, your decision to not play Xenoblade is crazy.
But
guard your emotions, then guard your summoner.
You're right.
Shall we search?
No, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Sir Aaron.
Guys, remember summoners are disappearing?
Oh, I just wanted to wish him good luck.
I did play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 a long time ago. I put in an honest, like, 6 hours into the game. And I dropped it. I didn't even sunk cost fallacy my way through it. I don't know. I've always been meaning to try it again, but I never had. The whole correct way to play a single player game, that's what I'm saying. I think it's funny. Like, there are people that will grill you about, like, self-imposed rules, or, like, self-imposed rules, or, like, decisions that don't impact literally anybody else, right? People get obsessive over that, right? Like, you know that one meme where it's like, what's the word? It's like those people who, like, complain that people are using, summons in, like, Elden Ring. Like, all of it is intended by the creator. All of it exists as tools for one to use. There's no correct way. They're just simply, like, you know, assets to play around with, right? It rises constantly. I think, maybe I try it again. Maybe I try it again. I remember a lot, I did see, like, a tweet earlier today, unfortunately, about, like, people making fun of the concept of, what's the word? Single-player MMO. Ah! Rotate it! I'm rotating! I'm rotating! FF16 is a single-player MMO. I don't have any, like... Is FF16 good? I had a friend who bought a PlayStation 5 exclusively for, what's the word? For Final Fantasy 16. It's about... Like, you know what I mean, Jojo? It's like, oh, you play meta? Oh, wow. You're using, like, the best, for example, you're using legendary Pokemon in your single-player game? Wow. I can't believe it. You truly didn't play the game. You didn't experience the game. Oh, alternatively, again, on the opposite side of the same coin, it's like, oh, you're doing that? You're using, Volbeat and Ilomise and Spinda? Wow. You truly don't know what's good. What are you, a scrub? There's no winning. There's actually no winning. And at the end of the day, it's just a single-player game. Why do people care? I think I had a taste of it a long time ago. When I was playing, using Unmen, goddammit. When I was playing, what game was that? Dark Souls 1. I remember there was, like, discourse in Twitch chat about, like, what item I wanted to use, what sword I wanted to use, right? There were a lot of vocal Zweihander people that were defensive? Really wanted me to use a specific item, right? But, like, I think it goes back to the idea of, like, oh, why are you experiencing a game why are you experiencing a game not the same way as me? Why are you out there trying to get your own unique experience? Why aren't you following the same IGN playthrough? spamming magic to piss people off? When I first played Elden Ring, I remember I played it on launch and I was really happy playing it. But then okay, I played Moonveil Magic, right? I had an in-build, right? Immediately, frame 1 when Elden Ring came out. I did not absorb much Elden Ring content around that time because, again, a lot of people were still actively playing it. Fast forward 2 months later, I've got it when I talked about like my playstyle when I first played. Got some nasty comments. Do people not actually watch the giant dead? Using that section FF to grind levels, he'll use cheesy, are we not? You see, you know what I'm doing, Jojo, actually? I'm actually just going through every random battle. I'm not fleeing. Square Enix announced plans to integrate Google generative AI model Gemini into Dragon Quest X. You're lying to me.
A butterfly with rainbow wings will lead the way to secret things.
Approach the butterfly of many hues, and its red and blue brethren shall appear. Yeah, like, we all independently chose, like, into builds. Okay, and for me, right, I chose Moonveil, right? Like, I'm assuming Jojo chose Rivers of Blood, right? Because it's a cool katana! I can't help it. It's cool. Wait, try catching the blue ones and avoid the red ones? What was that? What the fuck was that? Where Frost stopped day 3 discovery. I don't know.
Everyone, focus on the enemy.
At the end of the day, I hate video games. Rikku, throw a grenade. Rikku, fucking rob that guy. Rikku, throw the grenade that turns you green. And just specify, I didn't upgrade my weapon until I fought Radon. I don't know, I think a big thing with video games is that, like, I feel like people should just allow people to discover things on their own, right? I think the whole point of the experience of playing games, right, is to try new things, to fail, to succeed, etc., right? I think, like, the whole concept of, like, people should do X, Y, and Z is very antithetical to the point of video games, you know? Like, again, if you want to treat video games as art, right, we should allow people to experience it in a way that allows it to be expressive and free-flowing. Like, there should not exist, like, a right way to approach, like, a video game, right? That is a point of a video game, right? Like, it is up to the individual to, like, perceive, like, whatever circumstance they're in, and problem solve in whatever way they want to. Because I just didn't go that way. Dude, you know what pissed me so much? So I was watching Koseki Biju play Resident Evil Requiem, and I hated chat. Everybody was so sly, right? Making these like fucking like comments about like, you know, trying to push Koseki Biju towards like a certain like decision. Like, let streamer figure things out on their own. Let streamer do what they need to. Don't be coy. Just let them play. That kind of behavior takes people out of that experience of like, you know, learning, failing, succeeding. Every chat in dispatch. It's so annoying. What are you weak to? You're weak to fire. You're weak to lightning. You're weak to light. Truly a cultural scourge. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know. I think like for me is that like that's kind of like why I enjoy like watching streams is like trying to see like how people like approach problems, you know? Or like seeing people reach moments and like seeing their own reaction, you know? I'm not innocent! Not this guy! I'm not I'm not level vigor. See, it's not just what's the word? If you don't get hit, why do you need to level up your health? Just duh. This is shiny. See, in like those like live service games, right? They would like make you walk around, mine this shit, right? And then enter a crafting menu. And they only spawn like every 3 hours. IRL. I need you to steal shit. Petrify grenade? Yo! I don't remember what level I was when I fought Millennia, right? But I think I talked about like what I did against Millennia. And yeah. Are you guys familiar with Shoop da Whoop? You guys know about I'm a fire in my laser? That's what I did. And I used the Mimic Terror. But that's how, you know, I approached the game to begin with. Before, like, people, like, you know, had a conniption that, like, oh, that's the incorrect way to play Elden Ring. If nobody got my back, I know Mimic Terror got my back. That's what I'm saying! You get me! Oh. Avoid red. I touched red! I touched red! That don't count! What were you weak to? Thundara? Post-patch with a +0 weapon. I want another Arctic win, but no avail. All modern MMOs feel like that is insufferable. It's not even modern MMOs at this point. I feel like, have you not seen those games where it's like a open world games that just like force crafting, you know? I don't know. They exist. I don't like it. Arctic win this guy. Fuck you, I love. Chat, I have a confession. My least favorite genre? It's gotta be open world survival craft. Oh shit, you got no mana. You got nothing. Ooh. Waka, come in. We get it, you hate surviving. No, but like, you know what I mean, right? It's like, I feel like there exists like a lot of games that just sort of like, just have systems, just to have additional systems, right? And what it feels like, it just ends up feeling like it has a lot of bloat that really don't add to the game. Okay, how much health do you have, dude? You know, can you check how much health? 9. Yo, you know, let's grand summon a guy. Ifrit Ixion. Let's get Ixion. Ill of the Dead? Lucy, don't be disrespectful, okay? Too soon, Lucy, too soon!
My name's Yuna. Pleased to meet you.
No, but I feel that, right? It's like, sometimes it just makes the game feel more busy than it should be, you know? Like, could the game have done well with all of the mining and the crafting? Like, probably, but it was the vision they had in mind. Also, why was that a lot harder? Also, wait, I need items. I need ether. Oh god, no, ether. Sorry, our wounds haven't healed yet. It's okay. Apparently marathon is gonna be... what's the word? Apparently marathon... I just used an ether, dog! Apparently marathon's just high guard number 3. Or... what's the other game? Concordia? Concord? Apparently it's just Concord 3. It's you again?!
Welcome! Holiday prices on all items in celebration of Maester Seymour Guado's wedding.
Concord. Yeah, Concord. Tortanic. Force Knuckles? Hell yeah. Equip that right away. High Guard Origins. Strength plus 10? That bankrupts me? But 10%? Fuck yeah, dude.
Too expensive.
I tried Blue Protocol. Dude, okay. I I saw my friends play Blue Protocol, and to me, it feels like a culmination of systems I dislike nowadays.
It is here, somewhere.
What's here?
Something you should see.
But, Sir Orin...
It won't take long.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, the Blue Protocol just looked like, I don't know, it was hot ass, dude. I can't lie. It definitely looked like something that I knew that I already wasn't going to be interested in it, right? And my friends were toying around with the idea of playing Blue Protocol, right? When we had a good MMO right there in the name of Final Fantasy XIV, but they wanted to try another one, right? Yeah, I think they dropped it expeditiously.
This place, it's just water, isn't it?
This is what spheres are made of. It absorbs and preserves people's memories.
What's that?
Fiends are also attracted to these places.
Yuna, a spheromorph? Okay. What do you have? Sensor, strength plus 10%. That seems like what we wanted. Let's provoke. It's immune! Ice? It's a blob of water! Why did you do ice damage? Okay, that did a lot more damage. Okay. Yuna has to use Null Frost then. I think, okay, I feel like a lot of good MMOs are unfortunately paid MMOs. Like, again, there exists like a lot of like, what's the word? Live service games that are just do absolutely like zero justice, you know? Okay, lightning heals. Like, they exist primarily just to like try to like absorb as much money as possible from like their players. If that did no damage, okay. I have to like into it, right? So, immune to her secondary effect. Okay. What weapon do we have equipped? We have Water Strike. So Water Strike did a lot of damage. Well, a decent amount of damage. You're currently equipped with Lightning Strike. So I have to use water on the blob. What? Rikku, fucking rob this guy, dude. I would like this. If I click this link, are you gonna take my information? Horsing around, this derby won't be pretty. Okay. How are you doing, Morgana? So, water to damage, it's invulnerable to lightning. Lightning heals it, so it's water magic. I have to use water magic. Petrifies all enemies? Dude, I want to use that so bad. I just healed it! Never mind! What the fuck? Okay. What if... What's its name again? It's called the Spheromorph. What if I have to alternate? Okay, so I know it's using ice damage, right? What if I have to alternate magic? Right, I like think about it as like the boss from like Chrono Trigger, right? When you fight the Fiend Lord. Cause think about it, I have a water sword equipped to Auron, right? Is it the opposite? Oh, I don't know, but I'm just assuming that I have to alternate different magics, right? So currently it's water, right? I used water on water, right? So Auron attacked with a water sword, right? It did damage, right? Then I threw a water item at the enemy, right? And then it healed for 900. So my assumption is that I have to alternate between different like items, different like Sphere just use ice, so fire. It could be fire. No, it's been using ice, right? I've only seen it use ice. Okay, I'm gonna assume, I'm still thinking about the time that I used, what's the word? I'm still thinking about the time that I used water, right? So I used water, I healed, so I'm gonna use thunder. Okay, thunder healed!
It absorbs all spells except its one weakness.
Okay? And what would that be, Lulu? Would you like to share with the class what you've discovered? Okay. Water Strike, Blizzard. I'll try your theory. I'll try fire. Ow. Damn, you are slow as hell, Lulu. Let me haste you up. Elemental shift. Okay. I need to see what it uses. Ow. So it uses fire, so I'm assuming now I use water? Okay, water healed. It absorbs spells except its weakness, right? Okay, so previously it used ice, and then I used fire, and then it did a lot of damage. Now it uses fire. Do I go ice? Can I keep on robbing it? I hope so. I need items. We'll just keep an eye on what it uses. I'm actually gonna swap to, like, Yuna. It's still not doing anything. Okay, just attack it. Just see what it does. 11! Thunder. Alright, I have to think about what's weak. So now I use... Okay, so now I use water. No, it thundered me. Okay, hold up. So it used Blizzard. Hold up, no, I used fire earlier, then I froze. What did he use? Did he use thunder on me? I forgot anymore. I need to remember what it just used on me. I lost my train of thought. I'm too lost in the sauce. Please attack me. Okay, it uses thunder. It used thunder to counter. Okay. So... So when, well, thank you for the follow, Crouton Fighter. My brain is working right now. So okay, so it uses thunder, right? What? It used water previously. Okay, let's try this. But how are you doing, Crouton Fighter? Fire. We use ice, right? I think I'm just gonna keep buffs up. Might as well. Blizzard. So we use thunder. Nope, wrong one. I use water, I meant. I use water! It's fine. I've never played through 10. It's a good game. I'm really enjoying it. Fuck, wait, what did he use again? Blizzard, fuck! I keep on forgetting what it used. Okay, it just used Blizzard, so I need to use... Fuck. Stack, I need to see it again one more time. I've got goldfish memory. Blizzard, it used Blizzard! I did so much damage, and then I proceeded to like heal it for like 3k. Thunder. This is where we use water. I think I got it now. I think I got it now. It just always hurts me that the idea that like fire is weak to ice. It just used fire, right? Is it thunder? Is fire weak to thunder? Okay. No, I gotta remember this. Okay. So fire is weak to ice. Water is weak to thunder. I don't want to like... I need to say one more time. Go! Go, my Moogle! 8. Okay, fire. Okay. Dude, I got some goldfish-ass memory. Let's steal another item. Okay. So he uses fire. Right? Okay, so, for sure we don't use blizzard. We don't use water, because it's only water if it's thunder, which means the last one, right, that makes sense to me, is Thundara. Nope. Fire, ice, thunder, water. Not gonna lie, I thought it was like a one gets the other, like kind of like a Pokemon, kind of like a Fire Emblem sword axe spear kind of angle. AoE, ow! Oh, ow! Ow! It used ice, I think? Dude, my goldfish memory is not helpful here. You keep on second guessing yourself? See, chat, I'm scared. I keep on second guessing myself. I think I fire here, right? I think it used ice last. Rikku's so close to get, what's the word? The special thingy. Her overdrive, her limit break. Let's go, women! No, I need to attack. I need to know what it does. Okay. It's attacking with Blizzard, so it'd be fire. I need to make sure Rikku survives. Maybe do a big heal, perhaps, like when she gets her overdrive. Women are so powerful. That's what I'm saying. Honestly, Lulu is probably like one of the best DPSs I have on my team. Blizzard, so it's more fire. Okay, Blizzard, fire, fire, fire! You know, honestly, the biggest op during this fight was me. The biggest enemy here was literally me. I was like, I would always like put myself into the correct answer, and then I'm like, wait, but what if I'm actually wrong? And then I would heal my opponent for 3k.
Whoa, this is old. Don't know if you can play it back.
Jecht left it here 10 years ago. Play it back.
Mm-hmm. Play it back.
What are you taking?
Well, you said it was gonna be a long trip. We'll be seeing a lot of neat things, right? So I thought I'd record it all in this. To show to my wife and kid, you know.
This is no pleasure cruise.
Who the fuck
Jessica,
is that guy?
it's supposed to be a grand occasion. We're the cheering fans, the crying women.
This is it. Too many goodbyes. People think twice about leaving.
If you say so. Well, it better be a lot more colorful when we come back. A parade for Braska, vanquisher of sin.
We should go. Day will break soon. Oren, could you stand closer to him?
Dude, Oren, he looks so chopped. He looks so baby.
Good. That should do it.
What's the matter? Afraid I might bite?
Jacked.
Braska, you should take one too. It'll make a great gift for little Yuna.
I suppose.
Lord Braska, we shouldn't be wasting our time like this.
What's the hurry, man?
Let me tell you what the hurry is.
Oren.
What's the point? He wasn't on some pleasure cruise.
I think there's more.
Hey, if you're sitting there watching this, it means you're stuck in Spira like me. You might not know when you'll get back home, but you better not be crying. Although I guess I'd understand. But you know what? There's a time when you have to stop crying and move on. You'll be fine. Remember, you're my son. And, well, never mind, I'm no good at these things.
Jacked?
Anyways, I believe in you. Be good. Goodbye.
He sounded almost serious, but it was too late.
He was serious. Jecht had already accepted his fate.
He's trying to be a good dad.
His fate?
Jecht, he was always talking about going home to Zanarkand. That's why he took all those pictures, to show them to you when he returned. But as he journeyed with us and came to understand Spira and Braska's resolve, it happened gradually, but Jecht changed. He decided he would join Braska in his fight against sin.
So then, he gave up going home?
That was his decision.
I guess I understood. My old man, he knew there was no way back home, back to Zanarkand. He wanted to go home, but he knew he couldn't. He couldn't go on until he accepted it. Besides, even if he had found a way back, I don't think he would have left his friends behind before their journey was complete.
All right, let's go, guys.
Maybe I had to start accepting my own fate.
Oh. Jack's spheres? Spheres that document Jack's journey are hidden all over Spira. Defeating the sphere morph has unlocked the seals that once bound the spheres. Find them. So, we're trying to find the pieces of Jack trying to reconnect with his son? What happened to the Jack that was like,
wait,
you can't do it, kid. I'm the best.
Loved you.
Jack loved me.
Oh, come on, please.
He just didn't know how to express it, he said.
Enough about my old man, okay?
I just thought you should know.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks. You can do it, kid. You're the best. Now you have to go back to find the crying spheres. But Jack said it's time to let go and to stop crying. That we can do it. Oh, I need a heal dog. Will the spheres require sphere puzzles? If I have to do the thing of, like, you know, trying to figure out how to fight these enemies again, probably. I'm like, oh, used ice. I should use fire. However, let me try to, like, delude myself into using thunder. Oh, I healed it for 10k. My bad. Look at all these ice enemies. Steel shit, dog.
No problem.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like I just played a lot of games where, like, they kind of have, like, a perfect circle in terms of, like, what beats what. Again, Pokemon Fire Emblem. But, again, this is a different game entirely. Can't forget about that detail.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Don't worry, I think you're about to be able to yell at me soon when I get to the temple. And I'm stuck there for an hour trying to solve the puzzle.
Curse that Rin for taking up a place like this. He'll be rich by tomorrow, all on account of this celebration thing. What? You buying something from me? Great! I knew.
See, I trust this Waka guy. He's my boy. He knows what's up. Magic +5. This is a worse item. I'm buying it anyway. I'm buying it anyway. Oh, Soldier's Targe. Look at all that. Rikku will not die. You don't know the hell you're in for. I'll be fine.
Don't forget to smile, remember?
Oh, you're right. I'll try and remember.
You're so selfless, Yuna. Having to marry just that creepy guy, all to make everybody happy. Well, except for me, but, you know, everybody in Spira happy.
Anything can happen.
Make sure you're prepared, right?
Seriously. A wedding's not supposed to make people feel this bad, huh?
come on, don't say that.
I say what I want, ever since I was a kid.
Oh, so you're an adult now?
You know it.
Is it a fucking polar bear rug? Holy shit.
Yuna's really quiet.
Yeah, she has to marry some dork.
Can we go now? I'm tired of waiting.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, queen.
I've heard Lady Yuna is to wed Maester Seymour. It is great news. I'd like to congratulate her. But it is a pity. I'd hoped Lady Yuna would defeat Sin and bring the calm to Spear.
Yuna's still gonna journey, even after she's married.
Ah, that is also great news. Her resolve is admirable.
Her resolve is admirable. You know what? I'm sure nothing... I don't think this game's gonna get difficult, right? Like, they're not gonna throw, like, a boss fight out of nowhere.
Lady Yuna, we've been expecting you. We were surprised you decided to come so soon. Pleasantly surprised, of course. Lord Seymour sends his apologies for having left without notice.
It's quite all right. I have one question, if I may, sir.
Milady?
I want to keep journeying, even if I marry. Do you think that Maester Seymour would let me?
But of course, my lady. Lord Seymour wishes nothing else, I'm sure.
I know, I don't want to fight.
Goodbye.
Oh. Yuna, no.
Well,
Who's gonna heal the team now?
Must follow Grotto tradition. I'll have to ask you to wait here a little while longer. I'll send someone to escort you.
We're all with you. Do as you will.
Thank you.
Sorry. That was your line.
Yuna!
Yes, sir!
Oh my god, wait. The whistle. The meaning of the whistle. It's not catcalling. They had like a whole cutscene with the whistle. With the whole ha 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 stuff.
Stand back.
Thank you. Lady Yuna.
Rikku! Tu den dan, va? Un week drek! Win bunalwick magic, you'd and you came at.
Oh no!
Translation?
He's gonna use an anti-magic field on us.
God bless!
Anti-magic? Wait. Negator disables all magic and summoning. Can I hit it? Can I go with Waka? Waka, hit that shit. It's throwing a fucking gun at us! Okay, we're fine. You literally can't do anything, so I'm gonna swap to Auron. Maybe Titus could be good? Okay, it's a fucking gun, right? That should be like physical damage? Let's cheer. Out of range. when we get really low, we can always use Rikku's special ability. Rikku's overdrive, if you will. Or I could just use it now. What do we have that we could use? We have 2 Arctic Winds. We have Lunar Curtain. Poison Fang that. Hear me out. 2 Dragon Scales.
Yuna, you can use magic and call Aeons now.
Mana Beam in 3 turns! I feel like you'd be weak to, like, Ixion. I might be... I feel like... Okay. This could be a major misstep, right? I'm gonna use electricity on this machine, this actual tank. Surely nothing bad will happen. Let's summon the fucking Uma. Yellow. So it is weak to lightning. My intuition never fails, chat. Thundara. Ooh, ow. I think I get to live 1 hit, and then I could use my, like, special ability. Fuck you, Ixion, dude! Concerned on what Mana Beam could mean. You know what? Let's heal up. Actually, no. Let's summon Ifrit. No, it resists, so we go Valifor. We'll use Valifor. Because I remember, I think it resists everything but lightning damage. So I can't use it, but I'm still... It just helps that, like, I'm, like, actively am Valifor. So it's gonna be really easy to take care of that. Plus, I don't think... 2 Gatling gun? Live! We lived! We lived! We lived! Okay. Why did it have 3 turns immediately? What did I do wrong? Nice try, Yuna. Do I have any electricity items? Surely Mana Beam is good. Mana Beam pretty much just stops me from, like, doing what I'd like to do. Electro Marble. That's good. Yeah, so now, like, I can't heal off Yuna, and I can't use anything off Rikku. So that's what Mana Beam does. I see. I get it now. Yeah, that's, you know what? You're right. Surely Mana Beam is good, actually. Yeah, Mana Beam seems pretty good. Mana Beam seems pretty good here. Hey, note to self. Bro looked at me, fucking Dr. Octagonopus. Bleh. What the hell was that? Anyway, chat, this is probably a good opportunity for me to end the stream. I'll come back. I don't know when I'm coming back, actually. This is why, oh, I see. It removes 3 focus on use and Slay the Spire. That's good to know. Anyway, but I should have head to bed now. But thank you all for coming. Well, now I know what to do. If I see Mana Beam, everybody's about to get blasted. Danger. So, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm really tired right now. I appreciate everybody who showed up, everybody who came to the stream, etc. Oh, perfect timing for me again. I'm sorry, whatever. I promise I will upload a VOD expeditiously. ASAP. Sorry, whatever. But I gotta head out. I gotta make sure my sleeping schedule doesn't go too awry. So, thank you all for those who came. Have a nice time at your new job. Thank you. I'm working tomorrow. If you go to a restaurant and you hear somebody who sounds a lot like me, no, you didn't. No, you did not. Anyway, yeah, I'll be uploading it tonight. We talked about a lot of fun stuff like video game discourse, gacha games, MMO, RPGs, etc. Here's my Discord for those who are interested in joining. Here's my YouTube, where all the VODs are gonna be. Here's my Blue Sky, wherever like I announce streams, it'll be there. I need to post more on Blue Sky. I quite literally don't have an online presence, right? I stream on Twitch, I upload my VODs from Twitch to YouTube, and that's about it. Blue Sky? Oh, I'm just talking about when I'm having a Twitch stream. Otherwise, I really don't have an online presence. So yeah, make sure to catch me there. I'll try to post more. Oh yeah, and here's my Twitter, where I also don't really use it. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Thank you all, and good night, guys. Bye-bye. Blue Sky. Lamel. Good night, my boy. Bye-bye. Bye.